Hello, good morning to all of you. See, we will start with, we will continue with our probability. So let us quickly revise what we did in the last class. So we started with our unit 4 of statistics, that is elementary probability theory. Okay, so as I told you that there are two sub-units in this, probability theory and random variable. Okay, so we started with probability theory in the last lecture. So quickly we will revise. What is random experiment? An experiment whose outcome or whose result is not certain. Means you do not know what will be the result of that experiment. Such an experiment is called as a random experiment. Now these are some of the examples of random experiment. Tossing an unbiased coin. We do not know whether it will land into head or tail. Okay. So when you do not know the result, you call that experiment as a random experiment. Then rolling a fair dice. If you throw a dice, you do not know it will land into which number. Okay. Similarly, please don't make the annotations like this. Third one, selecting a card from a well shuffled pack of 52 cards. Okay. So these are some of the examples of random experiment. Then we have defined what is the meaning of sample space. What is sample space? It is the set of all possible outcomes of a random experiment. जो possible result किसी random experiment के हो सकते हैं, all the collection of that is called as a sample space. We denote that by capital S. And N of S denotes the number of sample points in there. Sample point meaning what? The member of the set. For example, this. Look at the example. In the experiment of tossing an unbiased coin, this is the sample space, correct? Either it will land into H, matlab head, and T, matlab tail. So a number of head and tail are called as a sample points. So how many sample points are there in this? 2. So N of S is equal to 2. Similarly, we have seen what is the sample space of rolling a fair dice. So it is 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 6. And number of points in S is 6. Similarly, if you are selecting one card from the pack of 52 cards, it can be any one of the 52 cards, right? It is actually 52C1. Out of 52 cards, you are selecting one. So 52C1. If you calculate that by using the formula, the answer will be 52. Okay. So N of S is 52. Then if you are throwing two coins together, then the sample space will contain 4 points. And if you are throwing two dice together, then you see that how many points will be there? 36. And I gave you one small exercise. Write down the sample space of the experiment of tossing 3 coins together. Anybody has done that? कितना आएगा उसमें? 8. Correct. It is 8. H, 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 T. You can write down all of them. Okay, so it's a good exercise. Okay, then we started with event. What is event? Any subset of sample space is called an event. Or in other words, event is a particular outcome. See, sample space is all possible outcome and event is only a particular type of outcome. So for example, look at the example. Suppose आप लेते हैं example of rolling a dice. What is your sample space? It is a set of all possible outcomes. So it is 1, 2, 3 up to 6. Okay. But when I'm talking about a specific type of outcome, that means if I define my event A as getting an odd number, when I throw the dice, getting an odd number on the uppermost face of the dice. So in that case, what numbers will be there in A? Only 1, 3, and 5. So this is my event. Okay. In this way, I can have many events like that. I can have an event which is defined as when you throw the dice, you get an even number. In that case, suppose I call that getting an even number is my event B. So what numbers will come in that? 2, 4, and 6. I can have many such events. Okay. Now you see here, event and the sample space. What is the relation? Event is a part of the sample space. Correct? तो अगर मैं डायग्राम से उसको डिनोट करूं तो ये जो बड़ा डायग्राम है, दिस इज द सैंपल स्पेस एंड इवेंट विल बी वेयर इट विल बी अ पार्ट ऑफ इट. So event is a subset. This is a bigger set and this is a part of that. So we call it as a subset. So that is how I have defined the event. Any subset, subset मतलब छोटा, subset of a sample space is called an event. So look at here, by the diagram I have shown here. This S is the bada wala and this is the part of S. So this is the sample space. I mean, this is the event A. You can have many events. Okay. So in this way, each one of you can give me different examples of event. जैसे मैंने यहाँ पर दो ही example आपको बताया, getting an odd number and getting an even number. Each one of you can give me different events. Okay, so there could be many events like that. Now, if I ask you one question and see if I want to correlate it with your live example, day-to-day example, you can say S means the whole of the Narayan Guru College, and FY BCom is your part of that. Okay, so this is a subset of FY class is a subset of Narayan Guru College. Correct? Now, if I ask you, A is an event and S is a sample space. If I ask you, what is the relation between number of points in an event and number of points in the sample space? अब क्या बोलेंगे? A is a part of S. So number of points in A will be definitely less than number of points in S, or maybe equal also. So N of A is less than or equal to N. This is the symbol used for less than. ये जो 1 point है ना, it indicates that this is less, and ये जो 2 the broader portion indicates that it is bigger. So and this is the symbol used for less than. So number of points in an event is always less than or equal to number of points in the sample space. Is it not? Yes. FY class में जितने बच्चे हैं वो कम होंगे पूरे कॉलेज के students. Correct? So this is what I wanted to say here. So number of points here. Number of sample points in an event is denoted by N of A. N for number. Okay. And we can note here that number of points in A is less than or equal to number of points in the sample space S. Now, examples of event, which I have already given you. In an experiment of rolling a dice, getting an odd number on the uppermost face of the dice is an event. Let it be denoted by A. So A will contain 1, 3, and 5. The number of points in A is 3. I can have another event here, getting an even number. So B will contain 2, 4, and 6. N of B is again 3. Okay. In this way, I can have many such events. Now, there are different types of events. The first event is named as impossible event. What is the meaning of impossible event? So read this. An event which can never occur is called an impossible event. जो event कभी हो ही नहीं सकता है, ऐसे event को क्या बोलेंगे? Impossible. As the name suggest कर रहा है, impossible. Okay, and it is denoted by this symbol. This is a Greek letter, and इसको हम कैसा read करते हैं? 5, PHI 5. So number अगर वो impossible है, उसमें कोई point ही नहीं है, हो ही नहीं सकता है, तो उसमें कितने point होंगे? Number of points in the impossible event will be 0, because it can never occur. तो उसमें कोई point ही नहीं होगा, तो it is 0. Let me give you an example of impossible event, तो आपको समझ में आएगा. बेटा, let us take the same example of experiment is same as rolling a dice. What is my experiment? Rolling a dice. You already know what is the sample space of this experiment. It is your dice may end in any one of these numbers. Now let me define an event A. Now I'm defining an event A in the experiment of rolling a dice, getting a number 8. Will you ever get 8? नहीं, आप कभी भी डाइस, क्योंकि 8 नंबर लिखा ही नहीं है, करेक्ट? तो अगर मैंने ऐसा इवेंट डिफाइन किया in an experiment of rolling a dice, getting a number 8, will it ever occur? No. So A is what? It is impossible event. Understood? Because there is no face of the dice जिसके ऊपर 8 लिखा. So this is an impossible event. So if I ask you, what is the number of points in A? क्या होगा आपका आंसर? 0 होगा, करेक्ट? क्योंकि इसमें कोई A अकर ही नहीं हो सकता है. It is impossible. You can give many such examples of impossible event. ये मैंने एक एग्जाम्पल दिया, और आप एग्जाम्पल दे सकते हैं, जैसे कि getting a number 9 or 10, or I can say getting a number bigger than 6. 6 से ज्यादा बड़ा, 6 से बड़ा नंबर आएगा कभी नहीं आएगा. तो I can have getting a number bigger than 6. This is what? Impossible event. I hope you are getting the point. कभी भी आपको 6 से बड़ा नंबर नहीं आएगा, करेक्ट? Similarly, I can have getting a number 0. Will you ever get 0? No. So that is again an impossible event. So I hope everybody has understood the meaning of impossible event, which can never occur. Okay, and it is denoted by 5. So go back to the definition. So impossible event is what? An event which can never occur is called an impossible event, and it is denoted by 5. And number of points in 5 will be 0 because there is no point in that. Okay. Examples of impossible event. The first example जो मैंने दिया है, in an experiment of rolling a dice, getting a number 0 on uppermost face of the dice is an impossible event because you will never get 0. Okay. Similarly, another example, in an experiment of rolling a dice, getting a number 7, that is again an impossible event. So you can have many such impossible events. Okay. But still they will be called as an event. Now let us see the next type of. So I hope everybody has understood the meaning of impossible event. Let us go to the next one. Next one is what? Certain event. Look at what is the definition of certain event. Certain event is an event which will surely occur. जो होगा ही होगा. That is called as a certain event. Okay, now let us see what are certain events. Example. Let me give you an example to illustrate this. Okay, certain event. So let us take the same experiment of rolling a dice. So rolling a dice, I'm taking the same experiment of rolling a dice. Certain event. So I'm taking the same experiment of rolling a dice. This is my experiment. You already know what is the sample space of this experiment. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now I want to give an example of a certain event. What I'll do, getting a number between 1 and 6, including 1 and 6. When I'm talking about between 1 and 6, I'm including 1 and 6. So if I throw the dice, will I get a number between 1 and 6? Yes, surely I'm going to get. Either I'll get 2 or 1 or 3 or 4. So this event will definitely going to occur. Okay, so such an event is a certain event. Yes or no? तो हमारा definition क्या है certain event का? An event which is surely going to occur. How I have defined the event? When you throw the dice, getting a number from 1 to 6. Yes, I am going to get the number from 1 to 6. Okay, so this is a certain event. So certain event actually getting a number between 1 and 6, including 1 and 6. मतलब A क्या हो गया? If I ask you, write down the points in A. It will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And is it not same as S? Same as S. So that means certain event क्या है? Certain event is S itself. Sample space itself. You understood? Yes or no? Sample space. So a certain event मतलब जो event हम आएगा ही आएगा, होना ही है. So that is nothing but a sample space. Okay. Now let me give one more example. अगर मैंने एक event ऐसा लिया, in an experiment of throwing a dice, getting an odd number, can you call it as a certain event? अगर आपने डाइस को थ्रो किया, क्या आपको हमेशा ऑड नंबर मिलेगा? नहीं मिलेगा. इट्स नॉट. अगर आपको आपका ये डाइस 2 में लैंड हुआ, इट कैन बी पॉसिबल ना, 2 में लैंड हो सकता है. तो विल इट बी एन इवेंट बी? नो, बिकॉज व्हाट इज माय इवेंट बी? गेटिंग एन ऑड नंबर. तो ये इवेंट कैसा इवेंट है? जो हमेशा आएगा ही आएगा. दैट इज नॉट गारंटी. सो दिस इज नॉट एन एग्जांपल ऑफ, it is not certain. Are you getting the point? What is certain event? Certain event is an event which is definitely going to happen. Okay, that is certain event. Okay, so that means what? Certain event is same as the sample space. Okay, let us go back to our definition. So certain event is an event which will surely occur, and every set is a subset of itself, and so S is a subset of itself, and therefore S is called as a certain event. Okay, so sample space S is a certain event. Because sample space S is the collection of all possible outcomes. Okay, so S is a certain event. Now let us go to the next one. This is very important. Complementary event. What is complementary event? So first of all, let me read the definition. If A is an event, and from the sample space, then non-occurrence of event A is called complementary event of A, and it is denoted by A bar. Let me explain you with the help of an example, because example से जल्दी समझ में आ जाता है. Now I am going to define what is complementary. I'm taking the same example of rolling a dice because that is the best example which is easy to understand. Okay, so what is my experiment? My experiment is rolling a dice. Rolling a dice. You know what is the sample space of this experiment? It is the numbers from 1 to 6. Let us take an event A as 1, 3, and 5. That means what is this event? Getting an odd term. Okay. Now I want to find out what is the complementary event of A. Complementary event of A का मतलब है non-occurrence of A. मतलब जब A नहीं आया तो क्या आया? That is what is complementary. Okay. मतलब जो A में नहीं है, that goes in complementary event. So complementary event of A, there is a notation for that, is denoted by A bar. इसको बोलते हैं A bar, और it is also denoted by A और उसके ऊपर C लिख देते हैं. C मतलब complement. So anyways, you can define, I mean denote it either by a bar or by a and suffix, I mean upper suffix c. Okay, a complement. How we define it? It will contain those points which have not come in A. तो कौन से A में नहीं है? 2, 4 and 6. Okay, so this is how we define the complementary events. Understood? Complementary event will contain those sample points which are not in A. Okay, so let us draw a diagram to make you understand. See, this is my sample space S, correct? It contains how many points? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. This is what is my S. What was my A? A was containing 1, 3 and 5. This is what is my A, correct? A में जो नहीं है, मतलब A के बाहर जो है, ये यहाँ, वो क्या है? 2, 4 and 6. So that is what is my A. A के बाहर. So if I ask you one question, whole Narayan Guru College is sample space, and your class first year BCom is event in that subset. What is the complementary event of your class? All those students who are not in first year BCom. Means where are they? They may be in SY or TY or BMS or BAF in other, not in this class. You understood the meaning? So complementary event का मतलब है जो उसमें नहीं है. Okay, that is how we define. Look at here. See here. Complementary event. If A is any events from the sample space, then non-occurrence of event है. मतलब event A नहीं occur हुआ, non-occurrence is called an complementary event of A. This is the technical words which I am using. Okay, लेकिन अगर आपको समझ में आ गया है, तो you can understand this. And it is denoted by A bar or this. Now ये मैंने आपको diagram से बताया है. If this is the whole sample space S and this is your A, इसके बाहर जो है is this outside portion, that is your A. Okay, मतलब outside portion meaning A portion, जो उसके बाहर जो है, that is your A. Okay, now I ask you one question. अगर मैं A और A कॉम्प्लीमेंट को मिला दूं तो आपको क्या मिलेगा? A क्या है और A कॉम्प्लीमेंट क्या है? आपको वो समझ में अगर आ गया तो यू कैन गिव मी दैट आंसर. A कॉम्प्लीमेंट क्या है? A कॉम्प्लीमेंट इज विच इज नॉट इन A, करेक्ट? तो अगर मैं A और A कॉम्प्लीमेंट दोनों को मिला दूं तो मुझे क्या मिलेगा? सैंपल स्पेस S मिल जाएगा, करेक्ट? सी दिस इज व्हाट आई हैव डन इन दिस एग्जांपल. Look at here. A is 135 and A complement is 246. अगर मैं A और A complement को मिला दूं तो दोनों को मिला दूंगी तो मुझे क्या मिल जाएगा? S मिल जाएगा. तो ये इसको हम ऐसा बोलते हैं, मिलाना मतलब you call it as a union. Okay. So A, ये जो सिंबल है that is called union, मतलब यूनाइट कर दिया, उनको मिला दिया. U for union. A और union A complement दोनों को मैंने मिला दिया तो मुझे क्या मिला? The whole of the sample space. Correct? अच्छा, अगर मैं पूछूं आपको A और A कॉम्प्लीमेंट दोनों में कोई पॉइंट कॉमन होगा? कोई ऐसा पॉइंट होगा जो A में भी है और A कॉम्प्लीमेंट में भी है? नहीं होगा, क्योंकि द वे वी हैव डिफाइंड कॉम्प्लीमेंट हमने डिफाइन ही ऐसा किया है, जो A में नहीं है वो A कॉम्प्लीमेंट में जाता है. तो ठीक है, तो A और A कॉम्प्लीमेंट दोनों में एक भी पॉइंट कॉमन नहीं है. यू अंडरस्टूड द मीनिंग? तो इस तरह के क्वेश्चन आपको ऑब्जेक्टिव टाइप में पूछ सकते हैं. Okay, you understood what is A union A complement? So your answer should be sample space S. और जो मैंने आपको कॉमन की बात बोली उसको हम उल्टा U से डिनोट करते हैं, that is called intersection. A intersection A bar, यानी A और A complement दोनों में क्या कॉमन है? कुछ है कॉमन? नहीं है, तो it is empty. 5 मतलब empty, impossible, nothing. Okay, so A and A complement are totally disjoint things. They have nothing common in them, and if you unite them, then they give you the sample space. तो इसलिए अगर आपने देखा होगा बहुत बार बोलचाल की भाषा में ऐसे बोलते हैं, हस्बैंड वाइफ्स आर कॉम्प्लीमेंट्स ऑफ ईच अदर। एक उसका कॉम्प्लीमेंट ये है, दोनों के बिना घर नहीं चलेगा। दे इफ दे यूनाइट दे बिकम ए कपल। यू अंडरस्टूड? लेकिन इंडिविजुअली वो अलग अलग है, बट व्हेन यू यूनाइट देम दे बिकम द कपल। सो हस्बैंड वाइफ्स आर कॉम्प्लीमेंट्स ऑफ ईच अदर। तो मेनी टाइम्स इस तरह से पीपल से लाइक दैट। ओके, सो आई होप एवरीबॉडी हैज अंडरस्टूड द मीनिंग ऑफ द कॉम्प्लीमेंट। लेट अस सी, यहाँ मैंने एक और एग्जांपल लिया है। लेट बी बी एन इवेंट ऑफ गेटिंग ए नंबर डिविजिबल बाय 3 in the same experiment of rolling a dice. The sample space is S. What will be the B event B? Out of these numbers, which number is divisible by 3? 3 से कौन सा number divide होता है? 3 and 6. So B will contain 3 and 6. Now if I ask you, what is the complement of B? So how will you write? जो B में नहीं है. Okay, तो complementary event of B is given by, अब ये देखना बहुत easy है। यहां से आप देखो, जो बी में नहीं है वो कॉम्प्लीमेंट में जाएगा। तो 1, yes, 1 will go in the complement. 2, yes, it will go in the complement. 3, it is in B, so it will not come in complement. 4, then 5 and 6 is here. So complementary event of B is what? 1, 2, 4 and 5. And you can see here, there is nothing common in B and B bar. And अगर आपने B और B bar को unite कर दिया, तो आपको क्या मिलेगा? The entire sample space. Correct? So you can define B bar as getting a number which is not divisible by 3. That will be the complement. Getting the point? अगर मैंने डाइस को थ्रो किया और मुझे नंबर 1 आया, तो कैन आई से द इवेंट बी हैज अकर्ड? नहीं ना। बी इवेंट कब अकर होगा? जब ऐसा नंबर आएगा जो 3 से डिविजिबल है। बट आई हैव गॉट 1, so I have not got B. I have got B complement. समझ में आ गया? So these are certain things which you have to understand before we actually begin. अभी तक हमने probability start भी नहीं किया है. It is just the base I am creating for you. Okay. So I hope everybody has now understood what is B union, what is the complement. Okay. Let us go to the next. Now we will come to the probability of an event. Now, first of all, let me define the probability in the simple word. Day-to-day life में जो हम word use करते हैं. What is the meaning of probability? Probability का मतलब होता है the chance. जैसे कि हम day-to-day life में बोलते हैं, आज मेरा ट्रेन मिस करने का चांस 50% है। शायद मैं 50% चांस है कि मुझे ट्रेन मिलेगी या नहीं मिलेगी। So I'm just predicting something. Chance मैं बता रही हूँ. So that measurement of that chance is called as a probability. Okay. So what is probability? Probability in forget about this mathematical part. Day-to-day life में probability का मतलब क्या है? It is the measure of the chance. कितना परसेंट आपको चांस है किसी चीज को विन करने का? यहाँ पर विन करना मतलब कैचिंग ए ट्रेन, राइट टर्न। ओके, तो डिफरेंट टाइप के एक्सपेरिमेंट हो सकते हैं। तो व्हाट इज माय चांस? जैसे मैंने गेम खेल रही हूँ, सेम गेम रोलिंग ए डाइस, व्हाट इज माय चांस ऑफ गेटिंग 6 ऑन द टॉप? क्योंकि आपको मालूम है अगर आपको 6 मिलता है तो यू गेट 1 मोर चांस ना, ऐसा होता है ना गेम में। सिमिलरली अगर आपने आपके पास में जैसे कार्ड डिस्ट्रीब्यूट कर रहे हैं और आपके पास में एस कार्ड आ गया या किंग आ गया, तो यू आर विनिंग ऑफ द गेम, चांसेस आर हायर। So what is that chance? The measure of that chance is called as a probability. Okay? तो अब हम डे टू डे लाइफ में बहुत बार बोलते हैं आज सर 10% चांस है मुझे मिलेगा या नहीं मिलेगा, क्या हम बोलते हैं 90% चांस है मुझे मिल ही जाएगा। तो दिस टाइप ऑफ I mean the digits or numbers which we are using, that is what is called as a probability. Okay? So the literal meaning of probability is what? It is the measurement of the chance. Okay, कितना परसेंट चांस है, that is what is called as a probability. Now mathematically how are you going to define the probability? So look at the mathematical definition. If A is an event and S is a sample space of a random experiment, then probability of occurrence of event A, it is denoted by P of A. P for probability. Okay, and how it is defined? Probability of an event A is given by number of points in A divided by number of points in S. Let me explain you with the help of example so that you will understand. So how we have defined the probability of an event A? It is defined mathematically as number of points in A divided by number of points in S. Okay, this is what is my mathematical definition of probability. Okay, now what I do, I start with a simple example of tossing a coin. Okay, take my experiment as tossing a coin. Tossing a coin. You know what is the sample space of this experiment? क्या है? जब आप coin को toss करते हो, what are the possible results? It can either land into head or land into tail. These are the only possible results. What is the number of sample points in S? It is 2. Now let me take an event A. What is my event A? I define an event A that when I toss a coin, getting head. This is my event. Getting head. Okay. So what will A contain? Look at what is my event? Getting head. So A will contain only H. Correct? What is the number of points in A? It is 1. Okay? कितने point है A में? एक ही point है ना? 1. Now I want to find out what is the probability of this event A. Look at what is my definition of probability. It is N of A divided by N of S. So what is N of A? Probability of A is N of A divided by N of S. What is N of A? 1. What is N of S? It is 2. 1 by 2. कितना आता है? 0.5. Correct? So probability that when I toss a coin and I will get head, what is the chance of that? उस chance का measurement कितना है? 0.5. If you convert this into percentage, 0.5 को अगर आपने percentage में convert किया तो ये होता है 50%. इसका क्या मतलब हुआ कि when I throw the coin, there is 50% chance कि मेरे को head मिले. You understood the meaning? 50% chance is there that I will get head. यानी अगर आपने समझो 100 बार coin को उछाला तो chances are that 50 times you may get head. Okay. So similarly, calculate what is the probability of getting a tail. Take the another example. Probability of getting tail. Calculate. Suppose I take an event B as B is an event of getting tail. What B will contain? T. Correct? What is number of points in B? It is also 1. Yes or no? Find out probability of B. कितना आता है? कितना आएगा probability of B? Probability of B. Number of points in B divided by number of points in S. B में कितने points हैं? So number of points in B is how much? 1. And number of points in S is 2. 1 by 2 कितना आया? 0.5. तो ये देखो, probability of getting head is also 0.5 and probability of getting tail is also 0.5. इसका मतलब क्या हुआ? जब आप coin को toss करते हो तो equal chance है कि आपको head मिलेगा या तो tail मिलेगा. There is equal chance and that's the reason जब आप डायलेमा में रहते हैं, मतलब आपको मालूम नहीं है कि मैं क्या करूं, तो आप क्या करते हो? ऐसा आप खेलते हैं ना, चलो वही कॉइन टॉस करते हैं, हेड आया तो तू जीता, टेल आया तो तू जीता, यू नो, लाइक दिस वी डू. यू माइट हैव सीन दैट कि जब क्रिकेट मैच देखते होंगे आप लोग सब, कौन सी टीम इज गोइंग टू बैट फर्स्ट, क्या करते हैं? कॉइन टॉस करते हैं. क्यों करते हैं? क्योंकि देयर इज एन इक्वल चांस. कोई ये बोलेगा नहीं मुझे दो, ये बोलेगा मुझे दो, तो क्या करेंगे? लड़ाई ना हो, उसके लिए इक्वल चांस विल बी गिवन टू बोथ. कॉइन विल बी टॉस्ड क्योंकि देयर इज एन इक्वल चांस ऑफ गेटिंग हेड एंड टेल, so there is no partial. You understood? So that is what is here mathematics comes. So many students, they ask, madam, kya hai mathematics, what difficult hai? But you see the in every field of your life, in every aspect of life, you are using mathematics. Not may not be directly, but indirectly may not be aware that iske piche kitna bada mathematics. Okay, so there is an equal chance of getting head as well as tail. So I hope everybody has understood how to calculate the probability. Okay, now let us go back to our problem, our definition. Here we go. So definition of probability is what? Probability of A is N of A divided by N of S. Now one more interesting fact here. See here. मैं यहाँ पर आपको करके बताती हूँ. See, I am doing it here. You know that agar A is an event and S is a sample space, so that you know that number of points in A is always less than or equal to number of points in S, because A is a subset, correct? Or A will definitely contain some point, or maybe if it is an impossible event, it will contain 0. Now what I do, I divide this by N of S. So you divide everywhere by N of S. N of S, N of S, and N of S. 0 divided by any number will give you what? 0. So this side mera 0 aa jayega. What is N of A upon N of S? It is probability of A. And N of S gets cancelled, I'll get 1. So I have got a very, very important thing here. That probability, I'm sorry, this is not S, it is A. So probability of an event is always between 0 and 1. Okay. So you remember this. Probability of an event always lies between 0 and 1. Okay. So this is just a very important note. Now let us calculate the probability. Go to the problem. Look at here. Look at the first example. An unbiased coin is tossed. Find the probability of getting head and getting tail. So मैंने अभी किया. I'm just repeating it for you. So what is my sample space? H and T. So N of S is 2. Now let us take one by one. So first one is what? Getting a head. Let us call that as an event A. Let A be an event of getting a head. Then A will contain only 1 point H. So N of A is 1. What is probability of A? N of A divided by N of S. So 1 upon 2, that is 0. If it just now I have done the same thing. Similarly, if B be an event of getting a tail, then that probability is also coming as 0.5. So this was a very, very simple example. I started with a most easiest example. Now let us take some difficult, not difficult, but different type of. Look at this question. If see यहाँ probability में ना आपको बहुत सारे problems नहीं है आपके syllabus में. आपको 3 या 4 तरह की problem है. एक तो tossing a coin, दूसरा रोलिंग ए डाइस, एक डाइस या 2 डाइस बस, या फिर टॉसिंग ए कॉइन में भी 1 कॉइन, 2 कॉइन या 3 कॉइन, उतना ही है, और एक है कार्ड का, बस ये 3 के अलावा आपको चौथा मुश्किल से ही अगर आया तो आया, मतलब यू नो वेरी लिमिटेड नंबर ऑफ you have. You don't have to study too hard things. Okay. So look at this question. Read the question. A fair dice is rolled. Now, what is the meaning of fair dice? Fair dice का मतलब है उसके 6 फेस होंगे और हर एक फेस पे एक नंबर, कोई भी नंबर 2 बार नहीं लिखा है, नहीं तो वो डाइस is not called as a fair dice. Okay. So on each face only one number is written and a number is not repeated. Okay. मतलब ऐसा नहीं है कि 2 फेस पे 4 लिखा है. Okay. So it is an unbiased fair dice. It is rolled. Find the probability of first one getting an odd number, okay, on the uppermost face of the dice. So in the same, I have given so many questions. Second one is what? Getting an even number. Third one, getting a multiple of 3. Now you must know all the meanings of this. What is the meaning of multiple and all? Getting a prime number. So fifth one is getting a number divisible by 5. And the last one I have taken as getting a number less than 3. So one by one we are going to solve this. So first of all, what are we going to do? Probability आपको find out करना है, तो आपको sample space सबसे पहले देखना है. Okay, so you already know this. What is the sample space of this experiment? Let S be the sample space. S will contain what points? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So number of points in S is 6. Now one by one we will take. So what is my first one? Getting an odd number. So this is what I'm doing with you. So let us take an event. Let A denotes the event that an odd number appears on the uppermost face of the dice. Then can you write the event A? A को लिखो. A में क्या क्या होगा? Getting an odd number. Odd number मतलब जो नंबर 2 से डिवाइड नहीं होता है. So it is 1, 3 and 5. Correct? So what is number of points in A? कितने points A में? 3 points. Correct? Now find out probability of this event A. What is my formula? N of A divided by N of S. N of A is 3. What is N of S? Look at here. N of S was 6. Okay? So N of A divided by N of S. So that is 3 upon 6. कितना है आंसर? What is 3 upon 6? कितना होता है 1 by 2? 0.5. यानी अगर आपने डाइस को रोल किया तो you will get an odd number. The chances of that is 0.5. That means 50% chances. So probability of getting an odd number on the uppermost face of the dice is how much? 0.5. It is that simple. Actually, आगे एक बार आपको समझ में आ गया तो it is very easy. So in a similar way, I will send you the PPT of that. Okay, so don't worry, you just try to understand. Okay. Second one, let B denotes the event that an even number appears. So this also quickly you can do. Yes, अगर even number आ रहा है 2, 4 and 6. What is N of B? N of B will be 3. What is probability of B? What is our formula to calculate the probability? N of B divided by N of S. N of B is 3, N of S is 6. Again, this is same as 0. Okay, so probability of getting an even number is also same as 0.5. तो ये दोनों क्वेश्चन का आंसर तो 0.5 आता है. पहले वाले का भी 0.5 आता है और दूसरे वाले का भी 0.5. ठीक है? Look at the third one. Getting a number which is multiple of 3. What is the meaning of multiple? 3 का multiple यानी 3 जो 3 के टेबल में आता है. That is called multiple. 3 into 1, 3 into 2, 3 into 3 like that. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. These numbers are the multiples of 3. So let C denotes the event that a multiple of 3 appears on the uppermost face of the dice. So what will be the event C? What are the numbers which are the multiples of 3? 3 and 6 only. 9 भी है, but हमारे dice पे वो नहीं. So number of points in C कितना? What is the probability of C? Number of points in C divided by number of points in S. So it is 2 upon 6. 2 upon 6 मतलब कितना आएगा? I have written. Probability of getting a multiple of 3 is what? 0.23. If you convert it into percentage, then 33% होगा. Percentage से मतलब 100 से multiply करो तो 33% आ जाए. ठीक है? तो चांस इज व्हाट कि अगर आपने डाइस को थ्रो किया तो आपके पास ऐसा नंबर ऊपर आएगा जो 3 का मल्टीपल है. इसका चांस कितना आया? 33% चांस. समझ में आया? सो आंसर ऑफ द थर्ड वन इज 0.33. इसका आंसर है 0.33. व्हाट अबाउट द फोर्थ वन? गेटिंग ए प्राइम नंबर. नाउ व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ ए प्राइम नंबर? ये मैंने आपको इनिशियली आपको जब मैंने इंट्रोडक्टरी लेक्चर्स लिया था उस समय आपको बताया था. The D denotes the event that a prime number appears on the uppermost face of the dice. What are prime numbers? Prime numbers वो numbers होते हैं, एक तो 2 से स्टार्ट होते हैं और वो नंबर होते हैं जो केवल 2 ही नंबर से डिवाइड होते हैं. एक तो वो खुद itself या फिर 1. ऐसे नंबर्स को प्राइम नंबर बोलते हैं. द नंबर्स, प्राइम नंबर्स आर द नंबर्स which are divisible by 1. 1 से तो सारे नंबर होते हैं, 1 and itself, वही नंबर से डिवाइड होते हैं, ऐसे नंबर को प्राइम नंबर बोलते हैं. और एंड स्टार्ट्स विद 2. ओके, तो आप देखो 2 1 से डिवाइड, 1 से सारे नंबर होते हैं और 2 से भी होता है, मतलब इटसेल्फ. हर एक नंबर के दो डिवाइजर्स होते हैं, एक 1 और एक वो खुद. ओके, तो 2 इज ए प्राइम नंबर. व्हाट अबाउट 3? यस, इट इज ऑल्सो ए प्राइम नंबर, क्योंकि 3 1 से भी डिवाइड होता है, 1 से तो होगा ही, और 3 इटसेल्फ, उसके अलावा और किसी से नहीं होता है. व्हाट अबाउट द नंबर 4? इज इट ए प्राइम नंबर? नो. व्हाई? बिकॉज ये 1 और 4 से तो होता ही है, लेकिन 2 से भी होता है, तो 4 is not a prime number. What about 5? Yes. What about 6? No. 6 is not a prime number. क्यों? क्योंकि वो 1 और 6 के अलावा 2 से भी होता है और 3 से भी होता है, तो 6 is not a prime number. What about the next prime number? 7 is a prime number. What about 8? No. क्योंकि 8 किससे होता है? 2 से भी होता है और 4 से भी होता है, तो 8 is not a prime number. इस तरह से आप देखते हैं, जो 9 is also not prime number, 10 is also not. Next prime number will be 11. 10 भी नहीं है, 11. फिर उसके बाद आप देखो 12 नहीं है, 13 है, 14 नहीं है, 15 नहीं है, 6. इनफैक्ट कोई भी इवन नंबर प्राइम नंबर नहीं होगा, क्योंकि इवन नंबर 2 से डिवाइड होता है ना. 14 2 से डिवाइड होता है, तो 14 इज नॉट. तो कोई भी इवन नंबर प्राइम नंबर नहीं होगा एक्सेप्ट फॉर 2. इतना इंटरेस्टिंग फैक्ट है. ओनली वन इवन नंबर इज ए प्राइम नंबर, दैट इज 2. ओके, और नोबडी नोस कि सबसे बड़ा प्राइम नंबर कौन सा है. तो नंबर्स आर, यू नो, किसी को पता ही नहीं है कि कौन सा नंबर सबसे बड़ा होता है. तो इसी तरह से सबसे बड़ा प्राइम नंबर क्या है मालूम नहीं है, बट वी नो द लिस्ट. वी नो व्हाट इज प्राइम नंबर. ए नंबर इज कॉल्ड प्राइम नंबर अगर वो केवल 2 ही नंबर से डिवाइड होता है, 1 and itself. Okay, so these are the prime numbers. Okay, now if I'm saying D is my event that a prime number occurs, तो क्या क्या आएगा D में? 1 से 6 तक है ना हमारा सैंपल पॉइंट, सैंपल स्पेस. क्या क्या आएगा? 2, 3 and 5. 3 ही आएगा. ओके, व्हाट इज n of D? is 3. करेक्ट. तो फाइंड आउट द प्रोबेबिलिटी. कितना आएगा प्रोबेबिलिटी? प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ D कितना होगा? प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ D विल बी 3/6, 0.5. तो यहाँ पर भी प्रोबेबिलिटी, वेट अ मिनट, 1 इज नॉट ए प्राइम नंबर, 2, 3, 4 इज नॉट, 0.5. ये गलती से मैंने लिख दिया, इसको करेक्शन करना पड़ेगा. इट इज नॉट 0.3, इट इज 0.5. ओके, रिमेंबर 1 is not a prime number. 1 को नहीं लेते हैं. Start with 2. The smallest prime number is 2. 2, 3 and 5. So make the correction here to 0.5. Let us see the next one. E denotes the event that a number divisible by 5 appears on the uppermost face of the dice. So E में क्या क्या आएगा? What numbers will come in E? Numbers divisible by 5. कौन कौन से नंबर 5 से डिविजिबल है? Only 5 in the list of 1 to 6. Okay, so what is number of points in E? It is 5. So what is probability of E? N of E divided by N of S. कितना आएगा? 5/6. तो कैलकुलेट करो कितना आता है 5/6? 0.1666 आ रहा है ना. This is what I did. 0.16. So the probability of getting a number divisible by 5 is 0.17. Let us move to the next one. Less than 3 number appears. तो इसमें F क्या आएगा? Less than 3, 3 से कम. कौन कौन से नंबर? 1 and 2. Okay. So what is number of points in E? Is 2. So what is probability of E? 2/6. So 0. This is what I have. Okay, so you can see that the problems are not difficult. Only thing is that slightly you have to think. Okay, so I hope all these problems we have done. tomorrow the next lecture, we will solve some more problems. So all this we have. So next time when you come now, we will take the problem when 2 dice are thrown. ये problem में हमने एक ही dice को throw किया, correct? Okay, so I think enough problems for today we have taken. This is the homework problem I'm going to give you. WhatsApp group में डालूंगी. Okay, do it. Thank you.